So we got Dealmaker Dallas coming up, Jeff, and it's unlimited private capital is our theme about busting through any kind of self-limiting beliefs you have on private capital for private lending, also for lenders and for borrowers both. And you and I just went through a pretty interesting one this week where I funded a deal for Courtney J in Texas, and I used a co-lender, Susan. But we had some interesting twists and turns. Can
Yes,
you
we
talk a
did.
little bit about how we navigated through that?
I will, but I'm going to start with the end. While we've been on this little boat trip is when I finally emailed the title company saying, okay, proceed to record and disperse. Um, Private lending is not the wild, wild west in my world. It is, we have to do it right. We have to pay attention to
The
the
details
details.
do matter.
Oh, they matter immensely. And when the seller, or God forbid, a wholesaler gets involved, um, a lot of the details get blurred over. And then I just try and slow everything down because I want to make sure that the private lender are protected, because the lender's mortgage is only as good as the title the borrower gets.
Ooh.
And we want our borrower to get good title, which means that sometimes we got to push back and say, hey, wait a second, you've misspelled the name of the company here versus here, so who's really selling? Because there's two different names. And so we ask these questions and try and get it cleared up. And this is what we were doing in this deal. And so it took a few extra days, much to the consternation of a wholesaler or two. But that's life, you know?
So what could have happened if we didn't like verify who had signing authority to sign that deed?
Well, we could have had a deed coming from the wrong company to your borrower, the buyer, and we would have then had a loan secured by a deed of trust on a property that she really didn't own.
And does that actually sometimes happen?
Yes, it does happen. Ask me how I know, because we've had two of these in the last week. And a month ago, we had a major title fraud issue up in Spring Hill, Florida, just north of Tampa. And that investor, really smart lady, she's been on Sunrisers and talked about it. Um, I've been able to help her a little bit get this thing sorted out. It is, you've got to pay attention. And what scares me is we used to always just trust title companies to do everything for us. Now I got to go behind them and check everything.